being able to have a career that lets me work from home and be so hands-on with this ranch, I've just seen this ranch grow and, see everything improve year after year, whether it's the bull sale, whether it's the cow herd itself. There are just little things that we see every day that when we step back, that we can see it. And you don't always notice it because I feel like we are so much in the hustle and the grind of it and in the thick of it. But then when we take those summer pasture rides with the boys, you can feel it. I think one of the hardest parts of being a first generation rancher is, we didn't have all the proper equipment. The muddiest spring that we had, we didn't own a tractor yet. That's a really big expense. And so we were trying to do chores in the mud with a skid loader. You cannot do the proper chores with a skid loader. And so my husband, being a mason, he had other equipment here. We were trying to use forklifts and just to get hay out to the cattle. So there were a lot of learning curves. There were some struggles, but it was things that, you just powered through and you figured out a way to do it. It was challenges that you knew what you needed, but we couldn't bite the bullet right away. So as a registered seed stock operation, we are focused on having the best genetics available here. And so something that we are really proud of is everything born here has a purpose. So we first off are raising bulls for our annual bull sale. And then any males that do not make our bull sale are then made into steers that enter our feedlot program, which is for our direct-to-consumer beef business. And then all of the females that are born on our property, we have retained to grow our herd. So in the 10 years that we've been together, our herd has doubled in size. And so that is something that's really exciting. But, we're not just trying to be bigger and better. We're trying to improve the quality of what we are doing, especially with our retail beef business. Something that we really try to promote is that they are specifically for that. They are steers that we are feeding. They are not cull cattle. They are not, cattle that got injured or anything like that. They are steers that we focus specifically on having high quality meat for our consumers. We offer our beef at a local market called Haven Farms. It's just a few miles from us, and we thoroughly enjoy it because there are people who will swing in to buy other local goods, and then they'll get 1 pound of ground beef or one roast at a time, which for me, I can't justify driving somewhere to deliver an order of that size necessarily, but it's a great customer who will swing in maybe once or twice a month and grab that. I started sharing online during COVID, so everybody was at home and my lunch break turned into going out to the pasture to water cows on grass, and a couple of people had said, I wish that was my lunch break, or you make me want to be a rancher. And I thought, well, if a moment like this that brings me joy, if it can bring you joy through a screen, I'm going to keep doing it. And then it just continued to grow. It was a way to promote our retail beef business. It was a way to promote our bull sale, since our bull sale is held online, and it has just been a way to help our ranch and partner with others that, we work well together and just share our story while sharing the story of other businesses within the ranching world. South Dakota is incredible. The state itself is incredible. The people that make it up is incredible. I think South Dakota is still 4-1 outnumbered by cattle to people, and we need to make that connection so that our consumers know, what is making the state run. Whether it is through your screen, through attending events like the Hungry for Truth Farm to Fork events, or other events held by South Dakota Cattlemen's, or there are so many events throughout the state where ranchers and farmers can meet with consumers and simply have a small conversation that'll make an impact that they won't forget. So I love being a boy mom. I love having them outside with us. Being a boy mom, I'm very thankful to live on an acreage so I can let them be outside, explore, burn off that energy. But they are learning so many things being here with livestock. They're learning about life and sometimes death. They're learning about caring for animals from birth and through every stage of life. The importance of feeding animals no matter what Mother Nature is doing, I think that's so important. And it's something that, we don't always talk about. We go outside and we do it. It's those things that I remember as a kid that it's almost like planting the seed in them that's why I wanted to be a part of agriculture. It's the memories, it's the hardworking ethic that we get. I couldn't imagine a life without it, and I hope that they appreciate it too. I think our biggest goal is that it's something that does carry on. As a first-generation rancher, we're working really hard to make it something that the boys could potentially choose to do. Not something that they have to continue, but we hope that it can continue to thrive and just be something that in 20 years it is still here. And it's something that people aren't asking, well, who is TW Angus? Maybe in 20 years people will say, well, we know where that is. It's by Mitchell. And we know the family that started it, or we know the boys who are now running it.